Welcome back, everybody. Let's talk about how we name covalent compounds. Reminder, covalent compounds are made when you take a nonmetal and combine it with another nonmetal. The pattern we're going to use for naming covalent compounds, you're going to like. It's actually pretty nice to work with. We're going to have a prefix and then the first element name, and then a prefix, the second element name, and we're going to make it end in an IDE. Okay, what's up with these prefixes? The prefixes for covalent compounds tell us the subscripts. Because you can have many covalent compounds containing the same elements with many different subscripts, our names have to tell us what our subscripts are going to be. And so when we look at something like, I don't know, let's take N2O5. I need to tell someone there's 2 nitrogens and there's 5 oxygens. So I will take my nitrogen and I'll add a prefix of di because that means 2. Take a quick look at my list of prefixes over here. 1 is mono, 2 is di, 3 is tri, 4 is tetra, 5 is penta, 6 is hexa, 7 is hepta, 8 is octa, 9 is nona, 10 is deca. We're not going any higher than that, but we're going to use these prefixes. So this is di-nitrogen. Don't change the end of the first element. And then 5, that's penta. And then oxygen, I do have the IDE ending. This becomes pentaoxide. So that's it. It's really pretty friendly to go back and forth. The only catch is with this prefix mono. We do not use the prefix mono with the first element. If you're wondering what I mean by that, let's take a look at an example. If I have the compound CO, 1C, 1O, instead of saying monocarbon, because there's only one of it, for the carbon, I just say carbon. I don't use mono with my first element. But the second one, there's 1 oxygen, I do have to use a mono for that. So this is carbon monoxide. The OO, we do drop one of those O's because it sounds super awkward otherwise. So this is carbon monoxide. Let's go backwards with one. So if I had the name that was, say, phosphorus trifluoride, I would look at this and say, cool, I've got phosphorus. There's no prefix. Must mean there's one of it. And then trifluoride, I have 3 fluorines. That's the pattern. That's it. Because we have those prefixes, it actually makes naming and writing formulas for covalent compounds very straightforward. One last little thing I have to toss out there. There are some elements that we find in nature as diatomic molecules. Diatomic, well, di means 2. It means that whenever I find these elements by themselves and they are not reacted with a different element, they come in pairs. So for example, oxygen, fluorine, nitrogen, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and hydrogen. All of these are found as diatomic elements. So when they're not combined with something else, their subscript is 2. Remembering these, the best I've got is a pattern on the periodic table that works for me. I say that these guys belong in the 7+1 club because you find element number 7, that's nitrogen. You draw a 7 on the periodic table. Nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. +1, you add hydrogen. These are your elements that are diatomics. So you need to be on the lookout for them as we get going. If I say I have some fluorine gas, that's F2. Just watch out for them.